I have a man whose name is synonymous with Après ski music. It is Shannon, and he is back in town 1 week only. Limited engagement, as we like to say. And he's going to be playing at Powder 8, which is right behind us. And you've been playing at Powder 8 for many, many years. It was McCoy's before that. I sometimes slip up and I still call it that. But when did you start playing at the Beaver?
Well, I started playing Park Hyatt, and this is a Park Hyatt show, probably 30 years. It would have been my 30th year after COVID.
Yeah.
And but yeah, but I played Beano's Cabin earlier than that. So I've been playing my whole career here in the winters.
Okay. Yeah. So you're originally from
South Carolina, still am.
And then you what'd you say? Hey parents, I'm going to Colorado.
Yeah.
I'm packing my guitar and going.
That's kind of how it happened when I was a kid. Yeah, I just it's a story in itself. But yeah, I just threw everything in my car and headed out this way. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? We were talking about just some of the different entertainers that were your contemporaries. You know, Rod Powell, of course, who passed away, and Steve Meyer. But Phil Long, he's still putting on a show, and some of the others. You'll have Peter Fontenay's dropping in with you.
Yeah.
So it's Shannon Tanner, Wingman, and friends. So it's going to be a big group. And I don't know if you'll be playing outside today, but a lot of times you are outside, and that's a super fun party.
It is. You know, I have to tell you that we love playing outside. This week, it's interesting. I was thinking it was going to be, 50 degrees and blue skies, but we're inside, and we probably are going to be inside for the rest of the week, which doesn't mean you can't still sit out on the deck. But
no, it's a huge area in there, so it'll be easy, to come on in. You play at 2:30 to 5:30.
Yes.
So I would say maybe do a late lunch and then just roll on down here, get a table, and, do you take any requests? Can we request a few tunes?
Absolutely. Things have changed so much. Now we have these big signs with Venmo, little signs that people come in and they take a picture of and they make a request and it pops up right in the middle of the show. But you're talking about all the people we've lost. I'd like to talk about that for a second.
Yes.
Donnie Z, my dearest friend Donnie Z, Mac McCain, Tony Galizia, Steve Meyer. And of course Rod Powell and many more, and those guys were such just anchors of the music scene. When I got here, Rod Powell introduced himself to me, and we miss those guys. And so I'd like to think that this week period that we Wingman actually lives in South Carolina. He's a Chicago boy, and I've talked him into moving to South Carolina. But so we both drove out separately and came out, but this is kind of a week where we can just all hang memories on the wall, have great fellowship, have great music, and and then honor all of our contemporaries that have passed on, and just hang some memories on the just in the brick and mortar of this place. So.
Yeah, and you know what? Vail and Beaver Creek, it's such a repeat customer type of place where people come back, and I'm sure when they hear that you're coming back kind of like for a 1 week only limited engagement, they'll plan their trip around you. I mean, people do that because you guys have created a legacy and lasting memories for families. I'm sure you have kids that have grown up and they've got kids of their own, and they're up asking you to request a song.
It makes you feel really old.
Well, you were all young at heart.
That's
right.
Shannon? Jimmy Buffett said, "We're growing older, but not up." And I like that.
Yeah. I think we're growing wiser.
There you
go. A little wiser. Maybe not.
David Wilcox said we should start with the ending and go forward.
Yeah, perfect. Well, so what can we expect today? What kind of music are we going to hear? And who's going to be dropping in, or don't you know?
Yeah, I do. For the most part, Wingman obviously is going to be here. So myself and Wingman are kind of the anchor, and then of course Peter Fontenay is coming in this weekend to sit in. I know Roy Bloomfield said he's going to come in. I'm sure Brent